Oh. Got an order? Once your sigil's improved? How about that? Good. Success. Come back sometime.
Handle them. Death breathes life. Swift is fast. I won't disappoint. No mercy here. You are a steadfast ally. The focus on the cloud. Wind in the fields. The cloud break. Flutter.
Hang on, I'm coming!
The butterfly. The final song.
I have you.
The spell breaks before morning light.
Attack!
No
match. Stay at the ready. War never.
Understood.
Won't fail you.
Evanescence. The pawn stuck.
I'll ease your pain.
No more mistakes. Rain on the hills.
Hang on, I'm coming.
We need you back out there. We'll repay this debt someday. Wind in the fields. Sing my blade. Death breathes life. Forward! You cannot escape fate. As the morn comes the long night.
Hey, let's move on.
You're foam on the sea. Look, one stroke, 1,000 deaths. Butterfly effect, moonrise. Siegfried!
Strike through! Force of Vega! Catalina!
For our comrades! Blaze of Troy! Percival!
At once! Return to the abyss!
Shine as one! Tide of chaos!
Harmony is the basis of power. Foam on the sea. They shall fall. Great boon. But one
Help is on the way.
no more mistakes. Beauty honors all mine. Dance of the pink petals. No shadows burn. Rain on the hills. Float. The pond. They shall fall. He'll follow his crew anywhere. Wind in the field. We've received a special right. All right, see you.
I trusted only my fists. If you wish to reach transcendence, you must beat out the path with your own knuckles. Which is why when my fists began to tremble in anticipation, I listened. It was as if they whispered, "A terrible future awaits these skies. Fail to act. An unprecedented calamity will befall you." How could they know? In truth, they knew more than most scholars, having experienced the rigors of fundamental aesthetic practice. I tempered them relentlessly, so they could foretell which timeline would lead them to the most strength. But you may ask, how far can one go with omnipotent fists? A foolish question. Only cowards measure progress in distance, in achievement. Blood boils through these fingers. That is all I need to know. Ah. I feel the fire raging inside. The storm has arrived. And I shall catch it with my bare hands. Divinity above, I wish you no ill will, but your defeat shall be evidence of my life's work. How recited, I ended the evening's meditation. Decades of such ascetic training had finally borne fruit. I had honed the Eternal Raid style to a godlike edge. But the long years had also revealed to me an enemy I could never defeat. Time itself. My inevitable demise meant there would be no more Eternal Raid style. I would need a disciple, someone worthy of inheriting my technique. Of course, coal is not transformed into diamond so easily. It would be a fool's errand to find a successor who could survive the necessary time and rigor. Thus, when I finally met the captain, I was happy to be that fool. Now I could pass on my legacy. But the captain had another goal in mind, to reach Estalucia and reunite with dear old Papa. Filial piety was a respectable tenet, but it was no god-shattering fist. Despite my pleas, I failed to convince the captain to become my pupil. However, something must have resonated with the young master, because I received an invitation to join the Grand Cypher's crew. If I could not produce a scion of eternal rage, at least I would gain new allies. Walking aboard the airship, my fists buzzed. Ah! Oh, there would be something more to this meeting after all. Worthy Captain, I choose to fight by your side for the glory of the crew, for the glory of reaching Estalucia. And after we return, we shall discuss your future with the Eternal Rage style in earnest.
You heard all the stories about the old man, right?
I could hardly believe my ears. Ripping the Grim Basin apart with a single punch? Joining a war just so he could spar? And defeating both sides? Knocking over a whole mountain just from turning in his sleep? I call BS. And just like crap, there was probably a kernel of truth in there somewhere, but come on, who believes this stuff? Turns out, idiots like me. See, I've actually witnessed Gondagoza smash a meteor into space dust. You think people will catch on to that story, too?
Of course they will. Why else do people go to the pub? Man's favorite pastime is recounting tales of people braver than themselves.
But it's so hard to believe, and I saw him do the damn thing. So, yep, though the old master's legends were numerous, and honestly downright ridiculous, they were also the truth. What's crazier, Gonda would never toot his own horn. After crushing a dragon with a sneeze or what have you, he'd just say, "Ugh." Yep, actions speak louder than words. That's a real man's man for you. You gotta admire that. What I would give for his rippling biceps, though. Looking back now, none of us could have known. There, in the Zeka Grande Skydom, Gondagoza was about to use those rippling biceps to start a whole brand new mythos.
Sierra gave us the news. A lone brawler managed to stop a force of hundreds atop Mount Nagelith, all while quelling a raging blizzard with his bare hands? I'm not a betting man. Well, I'm not a drinking man. But, well, I'm not a man who bets when he drinks. But I'd put good money on our brawler being Gondagoza. It hadn't been that long since we sailed to Zeka Grande, so the old badger must have been working overtime for word to spread so quick. I asked Sierra to spill the details. The force he scattered was a group of soldiers, remnants of the Church of Avia, and word was they were specialists in guerrilla warfare. Sure as hell they were a fierce troop. How does an unarmed martial artist take them all out? Not that I could ask the master, because you know what he'd say. But hey, who needs words when you got those defined shoulder blades doing the talking? Guess it was just one more legend for the books.
Call for reinforcements! We need all the support we can get!
Why's everyone from that crew a beast? What are they feeding them on that ship?
It was a nightmare. Actually, worse. You could wake up from a nightmare. This was our reality. We were being driven into the heart of Mount Nagelith by a single Skyfarer. Even though he was alone, he was with the crew who defeated General Galanza. Our only chance was to put aside our pride and work together to take him down. Our platoon was experienced, and we could launch the prototype Tayuatar if things started looking rough. We had numbers and strategy on our side. With all of our preparations, victory should have been assured. But he took one look at our perfect formations and laughed.
Ha 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 ha! You honor me with this extra training. Gandagosa shall now return the favor with eternal rage!
You what? This guy was nuts. All of these soldiers, and this was just a field exercise to him?
Get your asses in gear! Do not break ranks!
Command snapped my mind back into focus. I drew my sword, but as I clutched its hilt, I'd never been more sure it was just a hunk of scrap metal.
We walk the path of eternal rage.
Keep your distance, or you won't make it out of here alive.
Roger! Yeah! How will you train from so far away? Rage! I'm waiting. Iron Shoulder!
Is this a joke to him? Who is this guy? Could be the devil himself for all I care. Back up. We can't take him on our own.
Step forward! I still need to finish my warm-up! My fists grow restless!
Curse our luck. He's leaving me with no option.
Amateur! The ocean surging!
Switch to plan C.
Plan C? But sir, he doesn't even have armor on!
Just do it! Either we deploy our secret weapon, or he'll wipe us out! Go, Tayuatar! Deliver us from this accursed giant!
Applaud your desire to continue fighting, but you insult me with these useless
It's
talks.
over. He took out the Tayuatar.
Of course he did. I want all units deployed! Courage, troops! No one lives forever!
With these fists, nothing is impossible! Victory is mine!
He's a monster! Commander, your orders! Commander?
Behold! True ferocity!
It was a nightmare. Actually worse. You could wake up from a nightmare. This was our reality.
Where are they? Bring me your champions!
We were an entire platoon of pilgrims. We even deployed the Tayuatar. He wasn't even inconvenienced.
Retreat! Retreat!
My mind was cloudy. I barely heard the commander's order. How could I think? I saw it. I saw the force of his punches redirect the blizzard. He had to be a demon. No mortal could beat the damn weather into submission. Not to mention the lack of corpses. This battle had been brutal, but so far no one had sustained critical injuries, which means he had been holding back. A man like this, he was as strong as General Galanza. No, stronger maybe. Finally, I gathered enough sense to unfreeze my feet and turn tail. As I ran away, I got the sense I'd just witnessed history in the making.
We've received a special request.
I will fondly remember my splendid time atop Mount Natalith. Deadly blizzard pummeling my flesh, freezing cold stabbing my lungs, and swarms of monsters looking to turn me into a long overdue meal. These were already the perfect conditions for training, but sweet, generous fortune had even more in store. I crested a snowy knoll, and what should I see but the obvious crusaders setting up camp for their own war games? Follow the fist, for it shall lead to serendipity. Unfortunately, however, it seemed my newfound sparring partners were on a stricter schedule than I, as they took their leave before I could properly thank them.
Gondagoza, a letter came for you.
Now this was a rare occurrence.
It looks like it's from... Whoa, no way!
Her mouth was agape. I peered down to read why. From Galanza. The Silver Wolf Corps General. This would be intriguing.
To Master Gondagoza, distinguished practitioner of the Eternal Rage style. Thank you for meeting my strongest force on the field of battle. They spoke highly of your ferocity. In fact, some suggest you may be stronger than me, which is why I demand a duel. If you are not a coward, meet me in front of Tradam's sanctuary, atop Mount Natalith. ASAP! I expect a deathmatch, as the skies have never seen before! Signed, the invincible and unparalleled General of the Silver Wolf Corps, Galanza!
Oh no, Mega Pops! You can't go alone! He's way too strong! Vern's right. Who knows what could happen during a fight with that man?
What loving kids to spare their thoughts for me! But Galanza was a man of unparalleled battle acumen. I could not pass on such an opportunity. Call myself the greatest fighter in all the skies. I must best the greatest fighters in all the skies. Captain looked at me with trusting eyes, as if to say, "Go, noble warrior! This crew believes in the might of your god-shattering fists." Seeing the tacit acceptance of their commanding officer, Lyria and Vern finally relented, but they insisted on joining, in case the worst befell me. Their support was my tailwind. We left for the battlefield. Witness me, children. I shall fight the fight of rage!
You're right on time!
Gondagoza and Galanza stood opposite one another. The air was tense, one spark from exploding.
Gondagoza of the Eternal Rage style, at your service.
Gondagoza spread his legs shoulder-width apart and raised his fist. He was ready for...
In his corner, the Silver Wolf himself, Galanza! And in this corner, a man whose sheer rage is matched only by his weird beard, Gondagoza!
Ah! You nearly gave me a heart attack. Where did you come from?
Yeah, Ref. What are you doing here? You could get hurt.
I've been following the legend of a master martial artist for years, and today, all of us will finally see his fist reach for the title of strongest. Don't blink or you'll miss it! A new legend is about to be born!
Sounds like somebody could use a reality check.
Suddenly, things had gone from tense to weird and tense.
Now, once again, Sky Folk of all ages, prepare yourselves for...
Hey, don't step on our gig. There's already too many characters in this scene. We'll do the commentating around here.
No! We're not licensed to broadcast. But never mind about our qualifications. Something more important was on the line.
I want a clean fight. Now, believe in victory! Engage!
We walk the path of eternal rage.
Well, the match of the century has just begun. Who do you think has the upper hand here, Lyria?
I'm no expert, but I want Gondagoza to win.
There you have it. Our sky-faring heroine has spoken. Her words are sure to bring strength to her crewmate.
Hey!
I
Is that the highest on the mic? You know better than that, Ref!
I'd say we're off to a good start.
Honor me! I would expect nothing less of a living legend!
Your flattery is appreciated. Now come at me with everything you've got.
Everything? Don't mind if I do!
My fists, they howl!
You love to see it. He's full of infernal rage now.
Our hot
Skybreaker! Fury from above! Have you ever seen such a furious run of attacks? The end is nigh!
Go, go, go! Show him who's boss!
Alonzo's drawn his spear. He'll be able to cover a ton of turf with that sucker.
It takes strength to wield a weapon like that. I welcome this type of pressure. I'm facing adversity. To the end.
Gondagoza put his whole heart in that one. Has he done it?
Gondagoza?
I can't look!
Behold. True ferocity.
Gondagoza and Galanza were going all out. They were like warring primals, blasting each other with crazy techniques. Finally, when the dust had settled...
The last man standing is Gondagoza! Let's hear it for those furious fists of legend, ladies and gents!
Megapops pulled off the victory, though Galanza was no slouch either. Simply put, the stronger man took the match. Boy, I wish I were ripped like Gonda. If I had his muscles, I bet I could have stopped that whole Avia mess in 2 seconds flat. Oops, where was I? Right, Megapops had done it again. He'd proven himself in the ring and taken out one of Viskydom's best fighters. Score one more for the Eternal Rage legacy. I couldn't wait to get back and tell Rackham and Eugen the good news. They were basically gone to Storians by now, and this would be one more legend for their repertoire.
We've received a special request.
Did Vern tell you what old Gonda's been up to lately?
Fighting off 100 soldiers? Okay, sure. He's got chops. Pushing back a blizzard? I'll buy it. He's got elemental attunement out the wazoo. But taking out Galanza in a death match? Sounds like we're all losing our marbles now.
And what's this about their fight being so ferocious it carved out a new valley through Mount Nazhalith? Has anyone verified that? And turning the island upside down? Come on, people.
Gonda, folks are starting to take your stories a little too far. That, or you're doing way too much. And I really hope it's the former. What am I saying? If you ever stop your crazy exploits, I'll eat my helmsman's license. Yep, that stoic silence explained it all. For some, an unbelievable legacy might be too heavy to bear, but I doubt there's anything those broad shoulders couldn't lift. All of his stories have proven true so far. Maybe, just maybe, he really would sock it to a god one day.
I get to read it first, Eugen. I bought the damn thing.
Over my dead body. I was just getting to the good part. Yeah! Take that! Fist of the Red Lotus.
My fellow crewmate stood around a wall scroll, fascinated. Rackham procured it from Seed Hollow, I gathered. But wait, had Eugen not just vocalized and then improperly executed one of my techniques? Bizarre! While Eugen and Rackham were distracted by their noble bickering, Lyria brought the scroll over. When she flicked it open, my breath caught. Is that me? Is that supposed to be me? My likeness, stylized and somehow prettier, was punching back a blizzard in an illogical way. Don't these petty painters know that one must channel the ferocity of the storm to beat the storm?
Someone asked an artist to paint your story. Look how great it turned out.
I had to admit, they did a decent job of capturing the majesty of my mane, even if it were a bit too bushy. I could not help but laugh. All the places my fists had taken me, this was the first where I had encountered my own facsimile. Though I hadn't bothered to tell anyone of my training on Mount Nazhalith, perhaps I should be more vocal in the future. If not only to add more fan art to my widening legends, what joy that would spread! Ha 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 ha!
This one, yes?